With just weeks to go before Super Tuesday, Texas Democrats are launching a new effort to get people signed up to vote. The party announced what it's calling the largest voter registration program in Texas history, and they're using high-tech tools to focus their efforts. Joining us now for Insight is Lauren Poley, the data director for the Texas Democratic Party. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
So what makes this the largest effort of its kind?
A couple of things. One, we're putting more resources, money, mail, people behind the efforts happening with the Democratic Party in Texas to register all of the voters and just the scale of the number of voters that we're going to be registering. We know that registering these unregistered voters who are likely to vote Democrat in Texas is key to our success in 2020, and we're going to make sure that everybody is registered and has the opportunity to cast their vote as we hit the election year.
Yeah, what's that scope numbers-wise?
So we know there's up to 2.6 million folks who, if they're registered to vote in Texas, would vote Democrat. So we're trying to make sure as many of those are registered as possible between now and November 2020.
What's different about this effort compared to past outreach?
The size and the scope of it. We're going to be doing mail, we'll be on the doors, we'll be, at high schools, at colleges, at community events. The size and scope just all across the state, making sure that everybody is registered.
You've talked about machine learning models. What is that?
Yeah, so machine learning models are something we use or we build a lot on our data team, and the goal with these is to make sure that as voters are being registered, whether they're registered through our programs or at the DMV or through other programs, we have a sense of which are likely to vote Democrat, which the Democratic message might best resonate with, so that we can make sure that our campaigns and our party are talking to them about all the opportunities and great things that the Texas Democrats are bringing and why they should vote for us in November.
Now, you're targeting some very specific districts.
Yes.
Where are those and how are you reaching out to those districts?
Absolutely. So we're looking at flipping the Texas State House this cycle. We flipped 12 seats in 2018. We've got 9 more to go. So looking at about 18 districts that were within 10 points in 2018, primarily concentrated in kind of the Dallas-Fort Worth, Collin County, Tarrant, Central Texas, Houston, and then a couple other around the states. Looking at those state ledge, the DCCC has already announced investments in at least 6 congressional districts in Texas. The largest and earliest effort that they've been working on here already have an office down in Texas. So looking at those districts and all the overlapping districts between those to make sure that we can flip as many districts as possible in 2020.
What obstacles are there that you've been running into, and how are you trying to avoid those?
The size and scope of Texas. There's a lot of voters here. When we look at Texas as compared to other battleground states and just the increase in registration over the last couple of cycles, we've put entire battleground states in terms of newly registered voters into Texas, and making sure that we have the capacity to reach out to all of those voters and talk to them about the fair shot for all that the Texas Democratic Party and our candidates are going to provide when they get elected. It's just a massive undertaking and effort.
All right. Lauren, thank you very much. Good luck with everything.
Thank you very much for having me.
Remember, the deadline to register to vote in the Texas primary is February 3rd. Early voting in the primary kicks off on February 18th and ends on the 28th. Election day is March 3rd.